Welcome to the Telematics Pro demo video series. In this short demo we're going to be looking at the SureTrack data dashboard tool. In my opinion, one of the best data dashboards I've seen in the telematics industry. Not only is it well laid out, it's clear and easy to interpret, and it gives you the data that you want at the click of a button. Now just for this short demo we're going to be looking at driver risk score. Now a couple of things to point out. These boxes here, we call them the widgets. You can customize your view, so you can push and pull widgets as you want to, and you can delve into these widgets to give you a more in-depth look at the data. For this one we're going to be looking at driver risk. Now with this company here we can see they're actually doing really well. We've got an average score of 96 with a low score of 94. This particular metric is scored from 0 to 100, with 100 being exceptional and 0 being poor. So you can see here this company has really got to grips with their driver engagement, and they're producing some fantastic results. And what I want to do is look at this data in more detail. So we're going to click into the full report, and you can see here it produces a league table of results. At the moment we've got lowest to highest. We can actually flip that, so we have highest to lowest. Now we really are going to be nitpicking in here with these guys scoring so highly, but that said, we can go and look at the lowest score here of 95 and try and identify what it is that's holding that score down and how that driver may be able to improve to get up here in the 98s and above to be at the top level. So we're just going to look at the data for OFZ there, and first port of call I'm going to click on the graph, and the first thing it shows us is how the overall score has trended across the month. And we can see here it's doing really well. We've got a couple of low dips there, one on the 5th and one on the 13th. Now I'm going to have a look at the other event types here, the acceleration, deceleration and speed. And we can see here out of all of them, speed has the lowest score. So that leads me to feel that speed is probably having the highest impact across the month. So if I overlay now the speed metric across the graph, we should see some correlations between the speed and the overall score. In actual fact we can. You see here that the speed scores dropped, and that has brought the score down on the 5th. We can see that that's the case across the month. There is a bit of an anomaly here on the 13th, and that leads me to believe that there's something else that's happened on the 13th that's brought the overall score down. So if I go back to these metrics here, we can see that deceleration is slightly lower as well. So I'm just going to overlay the deceleration, otherwise known as braking score, to see what happens there. Oh yeah, okay, and what we can see here is the braking score, deceleration score, has also dropped quite low on the 13th, so that leads me to believe that there was probably a couple or more harsh events on deceleration which had a bigger impact on the score for that day. Now the great thing about this system is we can take it to the next level, and we can actually go and look at these events on a heat map. I'm just waiting for that to load up there, but what will happen is it will show us all the events for this vehicle over the month so far. That's the time frame that we're looking at, is for November to date. And what I'm looking for now is an event on the 13th, a deceleration event on the 13th. I think we've got it here on this page. Yep, there we go. And what I'm going to do is take a look at the environment of where this event took place. The reason for doing this is we're looking for evidence in the environment that will help us ask the driver what happened, and it will help us assess what may have led to this harsh event and help us provide feedback and engage with the driver. So I'm just going to click on the map here and zoom in, and I'm going to drop the little guy there so that we can go down to Google Street Map. Okay, what we can see here then straight away is we've got some crossroad traffic lights, and we'll keep spinning around. We're in an urban environment. Okay, there's a speed camera there, and we've got a fairly busy looking supermarket here as well. Okay, so it's quite a busy looking junction. This will enable us to have a more informed conversation with our driver when we're providing the driver feedback sessions. We recommend that driver feedback should be no less than 1 week at a time, 1 week apart. If you leave it to the end of the month, you've probably left it a little bit too long. But we also take the opinion that this tool is to be used as an engagement tool for coaching and aiding the improvement of safety scores. We don't use it necessarily as a disciplinary tool, because that can procure negative responses. So we'll be looking at this to speak to the driver. Do you remember being at this junction? It may well be that somebody stopped a little bit sharply for the traffic lights, in which case that caused our driver then to brake excessively themselves. So As you can see, it takes some time to work through the data and get to the point of understanding what happened and where, and being able to build that feedback and that driver engagement. A lot of businesses that we speak to say they don't have the time to do this and go into the data in the depth that we can. And this is why we offer an outsourced management service to help our customers with the management of the data, to identify where the risk is and help them with their driver interventions. If you would like to know more about this service, we've recently picked up an award at the MK BizTech Awards for this collaboration, for this technical collaboration, and we'd love to talk to you more about how we can help your business. Give me a call on 0800 043 2028 or email me ben.peters@telematicspro.co.uk.